Hi guys, this is Will here at 5 Minute Digital Recording Tips, and today we're going to talk about creating a session template, which can be a huge time saver if there's certain things that you always like to have in your session. So we go to New Session here, create New Session, hit OK, and we're going to save this session, obviously always on the external hard drive. Create a new folder, let's call it templates. Let's call it templates, drum templates, we'll say. Number 3, maybe. And hit create. And call this drum template 8 channel. Because we're using the Apogee here. It's the Rosetta 800 with 8 channels. So I've got a bunch of mics set up on the kick, snare, hats, toms, and then 2 overheads and 2 room mics. So we need to change the IOs here and give them names. I've done this earlier, so you can see here I've got kick coming in on 1, snare on 2, hat on 3, tom on 4, overheads 5, 6 stereo, and rooms 7, 8 also on stereo. And if this is an IO that you like, but after you create this, you can export the settings as also as a sort of a template, so you can recall them by importing the settings at a later date. So you could set up a really complex set of IOs, buses, sends, and whatnot, save them to the IO settings here, and recall them at a later date. It's a huge time saver, particularly at the mix stage. So for now, it's fairly basic for now. But as I said, when you're setting up a complex session, this can be another huge time saver. Okay, so we have our IOs in place. The next thing we want to do is create our tracks that we're going to record. We can use the menu from the top or the Shift Apple N key. We need 4 mono audio tracks. We'll create those. And we also need 2 stereo tracks. So Shift Apple N, 2 of those, and hit create, and there we go. There we have our 6 tracks. Okay, so you can see the first 4, the mono ones are already or the inputs are selected. We'll just select the 2 here for the 2 stereos, the overheads and the rooms, and we'll quickly name each one of these tracks. Snare, hats, toms, okay. Now, so there essentially we have our session set up with our inputs selected, our outputs selected, our various tracks named. So at this point, if you like this particular template, you would save it as a template. So we go to File and we go to Save Template. And there's various categories where you can save it. You can see them all there. Or you can actually create your own. Like if you've got tons of different drum templates or soft synth templates. Here I'll just choose music. It's already named, and it should save it for me within the Avid folder in the Applications folder. Okay, so now let's get out of here. We'll just close that session down. We'll save it. That's fine. And now, if we were to, okay, so down the road, then we want to record some drums. How would we do it? We would go to New Session. Okay. Oh, sorry. We would go to New Session. Yikes. Bugs in the machines. Okay, New Session, and it gives us options: create from template or create new session. So create from template. Let's go find it. It's in music, I believe, and there it is, drum temp 8 channel. And okay, now it's going to ask us to save it. So this is a new session, whatever it might be, that we're using this particular template. So we need to save it again on our external hard drive, our audio. Let's create a new session folder. Let's call it Rocking Roll Session. Rock and roll song. Okay. And then the session within the folder, we're going to call it rock song number 1. And we'll hit save. And there we have it. So there's our new session with our previously set up template. This can be an excellent tool if, for instance, there's certain things that you always, for instance, if you have a click track that you always have on channel 1, that's an instance of Reason, for instance, for example, you could do that. Or if you had certain soft synths that you always went to, or contact channels with certain strings or pads or whatever it might be, this can be a huge time saver. So I hope that was helpful, everyone. This has been Will here at 5 Minute Digital Recording Tips. Take it easy.